Welcome to another video, the same every time, the quadratic equation formula. And here we are, solve 2x squared plus 9x minus 7 equals 0. And the clue that they want us to use the quadratic equation formula is that they say, give your solutions correct to 3 significant figures. In this particular question, they're not saying, show all your working out. However, we do need to be showing all our working out, and if you set your answers out like my examples, then you are going to get yourself the 3 marks. The idea of these videos is we're looking at maths questions on your GCSE or your IGCSE exams that are going to be the same every time. You learn how to do those questions, you're going to get yourself into the marks, into the grades. So if you were watching the last 2 videos, then perhaps you could pause this video and work out your answer. I'm just going to continue now with my answer. So we know it's a quadratic equation because it looks right. Something x squared plus something x plus some number equals 0. There's my formula down at the bottom of the screen. As you know by now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write everything down because I want to show my working. I'm not just doing this on a calculator and writing down the final answers. I am showing all my working. Set your answers out like this. So A is going to be 2. My B is the number that you multiply the x, that's 9. And my C, be a little bit careful, in this case is negative 7. So my first move, work out the b squared minus 4ac. So that's going to be 9 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 7. And I'll just reach for my calculator. So 9 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 7. 137. So now I can substitute numbers into the formula, remembering that the formula is really 2 formulas. This plus or minus in the middle there. In one version of the formula, that would be a plus. In the other version, that would be a minus. So x equals negative b, so b was 9, so negative 9, plus square root of b squared minus 4ac, which I just calculated was 137, divide by 2 times a, so 2 times 2. Then I'll leave a space for my answer. And then my second solution is exactly the same, except instead of having a plus in the middle, I've got my minus. So take away square root 137, divide by 2 times 2. Okay, so calculator job for this one. Press the fraction button. Try this yourself as well on your calculator. Make sure you can get the same answers as me. Then we know that you are operating your calculator properly. So negative 9 plus square root 137 divided by 2 times 2. The SD button to make it into a decimal. Now, even though the question says give your solutions correct to 3 significant figures, I am going to write down most of my calculator answer. So 0.6761749, and then some dots just to show it continues. The reason I'm doing that is because if I get the rounding wrong, then I've still potentially got the marks for getting the correct answers. Remember, in these 3 marks, at least one of the marks is going to be for the correct rounding because the question tells you to round to 3 significant figures. My other solution, just change my plus to a minus, my add to a take away, negative 5.176174, and some dots. That's enough, isn't it, to show that I've got the answer. Then 3 significant figures. Now we have to be very careful rounding with significant figures. Because the first significant figure, starting from the left-hand side, is the first number you find that is not a 0. So in my first answer, 0.6. So the first significant figure is the 6. Zeros at the beginning do not count as significant figures. So 1, 2, 3 significant figures. Look at the next number, it's a 1. Does that tell you to round up or stay the same? That stay the same, isn't it? So 0.676 would be my first solution. And then for the second solution, looking at the significant figures, the first significant figure is the first number, the first digit from the left-hand side that is not 0. So my first significant figure is this 5, then there's the second significant figure, there's the third. Look at the next number, it's a 6. Does that tell you to round up or stay the same? It's a round up, isn't it, in this case? So negative 5.18. So negative 5.18. And I think I'll just write down there 3SF, and that's 3SF. Significant figures. The same every time, setting out your answer like that, showing all of your working out, showing your substitution into the formula, showing your calculator answers, then rounding correctly at the end, you've got the 3 marks. These questions, the same every time, learn how to do them, you'll get yourself into the grades. And again, if this video was useful to you, then please do press the subscribe button, and so we'll see you on the next video.